Yes, this is about this really small micro four thirds lens, the Panasonic 12-32. Why on earth did I buy this? Let's take a look. If you've been following along with my little adventures into the budget micro four thirds world, you know that originally I got it to use specifically with vintage lenses, taking advantage of the IBIS and the very nice video capabilities in this very small camera, the GX80, that I got for a very cheap price. But then you saw that somebody recommended me a Sigma 60mm f2.8, and that was brilliant. I thought, you know what? What's out there that could just complete the package? Well, let's be honest, I saw something going dirt cheap, and it's this little beauty. Let's see if I can take it off without going crazy. It's a 12-32, so 24-64mm full frame equivalent. It's tiny, and I think it's worth taking a look at. So we're going to take it down to the High Vis Festival in Birmingham this year, you know, just to keep the graffiti theme going that I, you know, had a bit of fun with the Sigma 60mm f2.8. And let's just see how we get on. So let's go and take some random shots down there. Well, weather permitting, could come back and have a completely different bunch of shots for you, but let's see if this little, I think I paid, what, 70, 80 pounds? Let's see if it was money well spent. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm happy with this purchase. Of course, it's not a lens that I'll use professionally, but I think it's a nice little number for travel stuff, for days out, things like that. I think it just does a great job without causing any hassle. Does that make sense? It's 70.7 grams, and that's giving you a full frame equivalent, as we said before, 24-64mm. Very, very nice. That is quite clearly a huge pro for this lens. Another obvious pro, extremely cheap on the second-hand market. I picked mine up from Wex. I mean, I tend to look at the used section in any camera shop I go in that has them these days, and I think I got it for, what did I say before? Around 70, 80 pounds I paid for this. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer, really. Let's talk about some of the more important things. Sharpness, frankly, even wide open, across the zoom range, this thing performs really nice. Even though the JPEGs on my GX80 aren't amazing, it still performs extremely well. To be fair, it puts to shame some more expensive, more popular zoom lenses out there. When it comes to the pixel peeper favorites, chromatic aberration, distortion, not a question with this lens. Let's just put that aside. Vignetting, again, very, very minimal. Nothing that really gets in my way. And that brings us down to the focus speed. That really, really was impressive for me. Okay, for video shooting, it's not quite up to the standard of a Canon dual pixel combined with STM, blah, 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 when it comes to smooth transitioning, but it's not even that bad still. This thing, I don't want to say lightning fast because, you know, I think we overuse certain words like beast and all them kind of things, but it gave me absolutely no issues at all. Locked on, nice and quick, still shooting with this, not an issue at all. With my camera, I get dual IS, so the in-body image stabilization and the lens OIS combine to give me almost spot on video shooting. Especially for me, it's a big deal because that helps me to just have a lot of fun on days out, travel stuff, and yeah, I'm happy. I mean, it's not the most powerful OIS in the world, but look at the size of this thing. I mean, what do you expect? It does perform extremely well, especially if you're even better at handheld video shooting than me. And of course, low light photography, nice bonus there. Really, really happy it has that. So what's wrong with it? Well, of course, you could argue the f-stop 3.5 to 5.6 very quickly as you go through the zoom range. Pretty standard kit lens affair at this end of the market. That's what you're going to expect. Of course, I would have loved a 2.8, but then that's going to be a bigger lens. In fact, there is a bigger lens that's a 2.8. I think it's a 12 to 35mm, but that's a whole different ball game. It's not in the budget micro four thirds realm that we're exploring and enjoying. So, you know, you might say it's a con, but I'm going to put that aside. For now, it is what it is. My Panasonic is not amazing at spitting out JPEGs, so I'd be tempted to shoot in RAW with this for more important stuff, you know, those travel landscapes, cityscapes that you just want to squeeze the absolute juice out of. I think that would be fair. I mean, and we didn't get the best light at the High Vis Festival, frankly. It seemed to have improved when I'd long gone. Yeah, RAW would have just let me squeeze a bit more, put a bit more life into the JPEGs that we showed. But now that I've used it in anger, I know I'm happy to take this with me, and I know I can get what I want from it. I mean, it's so sharp, it's faithful, very minimal problems when it comes to distortion and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's time that I took this thing to something a bit more important than people spraying paint at a wall. I'm just kidding, you know what I mean. As always, I test the gear out before I take it to something that's completely one-off, completely important. I'm not going to put something untested, and especially at the lower end of the market, into a shooting situation that I need a guarantee. Well, now I'm happy with this for regular fun, day-to-day travel. We've said it already. I think you get the idea. I'm happy with this. So now it's down to you. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and then leave a comment below. Let us know if you have any experience with this or anything similar. I think the closest similar we're getting is the Panasonic 14 to 42. You can get that even cheaper, but I think there's a reason why, and I think this overall is the winner. So I'll see you in the comments below. Take it easy.